Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. As you probably have already realized if you've taken a look at the makeup videos that I create on this channel, I love doing colorful makeup. I think it's fun, I think it stimulates my creativity, and I'm always looking to try new things. I understand that some of you might feel like you want to create colorful makeup, but you're not comfortable with the really loud looks that I might be creating, that other people might be creating, and you want to try to maybe dip your toe in color. You're a beginner with color and you want to try out more, but you're not sure how to do it. So this video is going to be for you. If you're interested in colorful makeup but you don't know how to go about it, or if you just already want to try out some new ways to wear color, and then of course keep on watching. So the first and most common way that people start using color is by simply popping a pop of color into the lower lash line, creating a pretty neutral eye look, and then popping that color into the lower lash line. So I've created several looks like this. Most of the time I use blue. If you look at this photo, it's a pretty old photo. Please don't pay attention to my brows. They were not that best back then, but you can see I used a blue turquoisey kind of liner in my lower waterline, and that's a pop of color and that's a way to use color, but it's not something that's very obvious. It's kind of understated, but it's still fun. Another example is a look I did with the KKW Beauty and Mario palette. In this look I created a brown smoky eye. It was very neutral, but I decided to add a little bit of blue in my lower lash line. This is not as bright as the previous look I showed you. It is a little bit more smoky. It's a little bit more understated. It is a way of using blue in your lower lash line as a shadow without making it like scream blue, you know. It's just a very subtle pop of color in the lower lash line. This is something that would be amazing to wear if you are going to an event and you just want to create like a very smoky eye, but you want to add some color, but you just want it to be like very subtle. So this is a look that I also love. Okay, this is a look that I did for holiday makeup last year. This is another example of blue in the lower lash line. This is a lighter blue. I believe I used the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette to create this look, and this is something that is a lot brighter, but it's still a very minimal use of color, and I think it's a very subtle way of using color. The next option I have is to add some color to the inner corner. Now, usually when you create a makeup look, you typically use the inner corner as a highlight. You typically put a lighter, brighter color into the inner corner. People like using a champagne shade. People like using like really light, whiter shades. However, if you're looking to create like a colorful makeup look and you want to create a neutral eye, but you want to add something a little bit more different, then you can add a pop of color into your inner corner. And I have done this several times. I did a video called Stop Telling Me I'm Wearing Too Much Makeup, and I was actually going to dinner afterwards, and in this video I have a pretty neutral eye look. I used the Kat Von D Shade Light Eye palette to create this neutral eye look, and then I put a little pop of blue into my inner corner. I remember mixing two blue eyeshadows from the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette. You can tell that I love that thing, and I ended up popping it into the inner corner using my finger. So it's a way to use color that's very that's a little bit understated. You can still see that you're wearing color and it's still fun. It still calls attention to your eyes in a really beautiful way, but at the same time it's really easy, it's really low maintenance, and you're really not doing a lot. Another example is a glittery eye look that I created in a tutorial. This is like very glittery, so you do not have to use glitter. Of course you can create this look without the glitter and it will be absolutely beautiful. However, if you notice, I used a shimmery lime green eyeshadow. This was actually from the Subculture palette, and I ended up putting it into my inner corner, and in the video it doesn't look very obvious, and it actually didn't in real life either. It was just like a very interesting color, and it worked with the makeup, and it was light enough so that it didn't scream like lime green color, you know, but it was still pigmented enough to give me a little bit of variation in the look, and I feel like it really I don't know, I feel like it kind of helped bring out my brown eyes a little bit more. So this is another look that I really love. Finally, I want to talk about this look right here. Now this was like a super metallic yellow, and I really had fun with it, and I really loved using it in my inner corner. I find that like yellow tones are a lot easier to use. Yellows do tend to be pretty flattering, especially if you're using them in your inner corner like that. Just use like a shimmery metallic and it will help bring out your eye color, and it will really just help give that look that extra push. I just feel like this is a really good option too. So mixing up your inner corner highlight can really just go a long way when you're creating a colorful makeup look. It can really just make it a little bit different. And I actually started doing it myself. I didn't see anyone really do it. Maybe people have been doing it, but I didn't really see anyone do it. So I ended up sort of creating this for myself, and it's a way to incorporate color into my makeup with really no work whatsoever. So another option is to have rich, like colorful tones in the crease area. Yes, this is a glittery makeup look, but you really don't have to use a glitter if you don't want to. But if you check on my crease, I used a bright orange color. I don't remember where this color came from. I think it was from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, but this is a bright orange and it's in my crease, and it's a way for me to use color in this look. It was a bright orange and I ended up really loving this look. You can also do a pink, you can do a yellow. I feel like people tend to be more comfortable with warmer tones than cooler tones when it comes to colorful makeup. I don't know why, maybe it's because like warm tones are so popular, but this is an option if you want to create a colorful makeup look, but you don't want to make it look too much. Just put a colorful shade in your crease, blend it out, and then put a neutral color on your lid and you're good to go. Another option that I think is amazing for fall and winter is using like really dark, rich colors and just putting them all over the lid as if they were neutral. So here I have an example of a look that I did using the Lorac Pro palette, and this was actually like a bluish gray color, and it's really dark, so it almost doesn't look like a color, but it is. This is a look that I really envision wearing, especially during the fall, and I actually created this in October. So this is a look that I would consider colorful, but it's a very understated version of that. You have that really beautiful blue, but it's definitely not very light and bright. It's just like a more muted version. Moving on, I have like this beautiful green smoky eye. I find that dark greens can be really quite nice. I would call this like a medium green, and you can take an even darker green and use that instead, or you can take a dark purple like I have in this look right here. This is like a dark burgundy purple eyeshadow that really looks quite beautiful. So this is a really great option if you're looking to do a smoky eye, but you're thinking, I don't want to do a brown smoky eye, I just want to mix it up a little bit. And this is a really great option if you want to make your eyes pop, because you can use a color that will make your eyes pop. I have brown eyes, so if I want to make my eye color really like just stand out a little bit more, I tend to go for blue eyeshadows. I tend to go for like greener eyeshadows or more purpley eyeshadows. And so if I was going out at night and I wanted to create a more understated makeup look, but I still wanted to use color, then I'd use a darker version of those colors and create a smoky eye, and it would look something like this. And it's an easy look to pull off. It's incredibly easy, and it's still a really nice way of incorporating color into your makeup. Another option is to do a neutral look with a pop of color. So with this look, I created a winged liner and a pretty neutral smoky eye, but then I added like this beautiful light blue into the center of my lid. And it is a way for someone to be a little bit more daring when it comes to color without sacrificing a neutral eye look. It's super easy just to take a beautiful shimmery color and just apply it to the center of your lid. It's a good option if you want to do like a colorful makeup look, but you don't want to make it too loud. Another option that I have here is this look that I did right here. I created like this very cool tone gray, I think, smoky eye, but then I added this like shimmery pink shadow into the center of my lid and also a little bit into my lower lash line. And so this is a nice way to use color if you are feeling more comfortable with colorful makeup, but you still don't want to create a look that is exclusively with colorful shadows. And then my last favorite way to use color if I want to sort of be a little bit more understated, if I want to be a little bit more classic, if I want to be a little bit more neutral, but I still want to create like that really beautiful impact with my makeup look, I always like to use a red lip. So a red lip is one of the most classic, timeless types of makeup that you can do. I absolutely love doing a red lip, and there was a time in my life that I was very uncomfortable with doing so. I didn't feel like it suited me. I felt like it was too loud. I actually felt very uncomfortable wearing a red lipstick, but then I just decided to, you know what, screw it, step out of my comfort zone and wear red. And I ended up wearing red to school when I was in high school every single day for like, I think 2 or 3 months. People were telling me just how radiant and how wide awake I looked and how much prettier I looked. And Not that I didn't look good before, but it's just, a red lipstick is just an amazing way to really just wake your face up. And if you choose the right shade for yourself, it can really just do an amazing thing for your face. I think that red lipstick is a great option because if you want to create like a more classic makeup look, but you still want to use color, red lipstick is timeless. It'll always be in style, at least in my opinion. I think that's a great way to just really enhance your makeup look. So that's why I love wearing red, even though I do love my nudes, but I do love wearing red. It's kind of like an interesting way for me to spice up my daily makeup routine. I mean, I can just wear mascara and foundation and brows and have the perfect red lipstick on, and it will just make my day. So that's pretty much all I have to say for this video. I hope you enjoyed this little like introduction to how you can use color and make it really fun for yourself, because I feel like everyone should at least try and incorporate color into one makeup look and just see how you like it. I really do hope that if you were nervous about using color, or if you're not sure about how to go about doing so, that you were able to learn from this video and sort of gain some inspiration on how you can create some beautiful colorful makeup looks without necessarily going too much out of your comfort zone. Because I feel like with makeup, it's important to go out of your comfort zone just a little bit, but at the end of the day, makeup is supposed to make you feel amazing, and if it doesn't do that, if you don't feel comfortable with the look, you shouldn't be wearing it. But there are ways to like push the envelope a little bit and just take like little baby steps and then feel more comfortable with a concept or with a certain way of doing your makeup. And I hope that this video helped you out with doing that with regards to colorful makeup. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that it was helpful to you. It certainly took a while to film, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.